Okay, this is a different type of processor, as I told you on some other time, before some time. Like, we can have microprocessor. Okay, most of the systems like computer or mobile phone, and also some other processor like some other computer like Raspberry Pi, Intel NUC PC, NVIDIA Jetson, okay, BeagleBone. All these things are using microprocessor. Okay, but the portable microcomputer is a bit different than the upper one, because upper devices like mobile phone and personal computer, it cannot connect the hardware, or it cannot connect the low level device very easily. It cannot connect it. Okay, but the portable microcomputers like Raspberry Pi, Intel NUC PC, or not Intel NUC PC, NVIDIA Jetson, we have BeagleBone, we have some GPIO. Okay, so we can connect the sensor directly with the computer. Okay, but our traditional computer like this laptop or in our mobile phone, it's not so easy to connect any sensor with this phone or this computer very easily. In that case, you have to make a circuit, interfacing circuit. Okay, so can have different type of microprocessor and also microcontrollers. So actually, in this current world, there are two types of microcontroller, like two companies. One they are making PIC series microcontroller. Another company they are making Atmel microcontroller. Okay, so just two company is building two series of computer. And logic module, there are a number of logic modules. Okay, but we can consider three way or three parts. One is Arduino, STM32. These are the very small, low power consumed, cheap microcontroller based, what we can say, trainer board. Okay, so we can build any digital system very easily by using this kind of system, Arduino or STM32. In STM32, maybe the IoT device is already built in here. Okay, PLC is another device, programmable logic controller. Okay, so there are industrial product. Okay, there are a number of industrial product like Siemens and also some other companies are building this kind of product so that we can use in industry, like in very rough situation, a bit higher temperature. Okay, the voltage is fluctuating even. Okay, so in that condition, this system can work. Okay, so this kind of systems are called PLC. And another one is FPGA. We are going to have a lecture on it. Okay, FPGA, field programmable gate array, which is actually open processor or open electronic circuit board or circuit chip, where we can design our own digital logic circuit. Okay, we are going to have a different lecture. But by using this FPGA, there are some FPGA boards, trainer board. Okay, so these kind of things are also available. So we are calling these things as logic module, and the microcontroller is microcontroller, and microprocessor. Also, there are three types of microprocessor. One is for mobile, one is for computer, and another one is for different type of portable microcomputers. Okay, so these are the parts of processor. Okay. Communication. Okay, so as you have seen in the figure, communication is another important. Communication playing is very important role. So we can have Ethernet communication, Wi-Fi communication. You can have GPS, GPRS, GSM, CDMA, NFC, RFID, Bluetooth, radio frequency, satellite communication, amateur radio, etc., etc., etc. A number of communication protocols are there. Okay, so for communication, two things is important. Number one, communication medium, whether it's going through a wire or wireless. If it's going through a wire, what kind of signal is forming in the wire? Okay, in which bandwidth? If it's wireless, what kind of radio frequency is generating? Okay, in which frequency? Okay, so this is important this is one important issue, like medium, and another one is protocol. Okay, we are using wire, we are using same type of data, but whether we are understanding it or not, you know, there are different type of protocols like TCP protocol, IP protocol. Okay, different type of protocols for understanding different things. Like the way I am talking, the Japanese guys also talk like same way. They are using the same hardware, like we are using the same hardware for talking Bangla. The Japanese people is also using the same hardware for talking Japanese, but we cannot understand each other. Why? Because our, how to say, protocol is different. He is speaking in different way by using different letters, by using different sounding, and we are using different sounding and different letters, okay, different grammar, so we can understand each other. To understand each other, we have to understand the protocol. Then we'll be able to, but we are using the same hardware. For listening, we are using the ear. For speaking, we are using the tongue, okay, and some other devices, some other organs are here, okay. So we are using the same hardware, but different protocol. So that's why for communication, one is medium, another one is protocol. We are going to discuss, maybe we cannot go in depth, but we can introduce you some basic features or main features of this kind of communication modules. And power, this is another important issue. One is dry cell, rechargeable alkaline, okay, lead acid battery, lithium CMOS battery, lithium ion battery, lithium ion polymer battery, different type of batteries, depend on different application. Like for our car, we are using which one? Lead acid battery. This is very heavy, but it can give you a huge amount of energy, okay. For starting our car, we need that energy, but it's become very heavy. So, and the interesting thing is cheap, okay. So we need cheaper one, okay. We need powerful battery. We can compromise with the space. We can compromise with the weight, okay. But for quadcopter or for RC plane or even in our Mongol Turi, the weight, each gram is very important. So in these circumstances, we can compromise with price, the cost, but we cannot compromise with the weight, okay. So on that circumstances, maybe we need lithium polymer or lithium ion battery to reduce the weight to get the same power, okay. There are a number of limitations of lithium ion and lithium polymer, like you cannot recharge so many times as you can do on the rechargeable lead acid battery. The cycle is so many, okay, more than the lithium ion. So lithium ion is really expensive, okay. So but for that circumstances, for that application, it cannot compromise with the weight, okay. So this is the different type of power. So according to our, like lithium CMOS in our computer or in our watch, we need very tiny, very lightweight battery. If it's become expensive, we can afford that money, but it should be very, very light so that my watch not become very heavy. So I will be tired after wearing my watch after a few hours. Am I right? So that's why the weight, the price, the power, the dimension are the important for the power, okay. Like in our home, we are using 220 volt. We are using AC current. Why? Because to distribute the AC current is very easy. But in car, we don't need to distribute our current a long way. No, everything is inside the car. The light, the headlight, the motor, the glass motor, everything is inside the very, very near position. So we don't need to distribute the current after a long away. So we can use DC current here. So that's why, according to our requirement, according to our application, different type of power units or power units are required for a different type of system, digital system, okay. So I used mainly DC system, DC power devices, since we are going to discuss about digital system. That's why almost all of our power units are in digital system. But for home electronics, we are using AC. This is the concept of your project that I am expecting from you. So yes, first you have to design your project. For designing your project, you can watch videos in YouTube. You can get a number of Facebook groups are there, like Insider, Technology Insider. Okay, you can go there. You can see their project. You can go in some different universities, school project or universities project or master's project or PhD project, and you can implement those projects in your this semester. Okay, but keep in your mind, very short time, and I don't know if you can make a team, if you can work with a team, then it's better to make a good project. But if you cannot have that communication, if you cannot go out, I would recommend you to choose a bit simpler project. Okay, but it should have an input, some sensor, processing unit, and output, so that I just want to know whether you can build a hardware project, whether you can interface it with your computer or not. Okay, so you have to choose a project in such a way. Okay, so for choosing a project, I recommend two things. One is choose whether it can contribute to society. Okay, choose such a project so that it can contribute to society, or choose such a project that has a business value. Okay, that you can sell. Okay, so either it should have a business value, or actually if your system have a social contribution, then your system will have a business value. Okay, so these two things actually one thing. Okay, so you have to choose your system in such a way, and then after implementing your project or building your project, you have to write a report. I recommend you to write the report in IEEE paper format, so that you can in future when you will go for writing a paper, it will be helpful to you. I will let you know how to write a paper. Okay, IEEE paper. Okay, what should be the content, how to make it. Then the presentation, yeah, don't make it too big presentation, don't include too many silly material. Okay, but my professor was telling me, you make a presentation in such a way so that please try to keep in your mind, like your audience don't know about your research, but don't underestimate the audience also. Okay, so you have to make your presentation in such a way so that audience can understand your project, and in the same time don't include so many silly materials. But it should not cross 10 minutes. Okay, most of the international conference, when you will go for presenting your paper, you will get maximum 10 minutes. So make your presentation in 10 minutes. And the demonstration video, yeah, for demonstration video, keep in your mind the same thing. How long video will you like? Okay, 1 minute. Like when you will scroll your Facebook, if you get an interesting video, how long will you watch it? Maximum 1 minute to 2 minutes. Okay, so keep in your mind. You have to also make your demonstration in such a way so that it doesn't cross 2 minutes. If it crosses 2 minutes, actually people are not going to watch your video. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, so make a demonstration video within 1 to 2 minutes. I think that's all for today. Thank you very much. Maybe on next class we will come with some other